It all goes back to Harry's memoir, Spare, in which, amongst the bombshells he dropped, was the admission he'd taken drugs. Now, compared to some of the other things Harry said, that perhaps wasn't the most revelatory, but it did start this campaign by a US-based think tank who questioned how Harry had been allowed into the US if he'd made this admission. They were questioning, had he lied on his paperwork? Was he given favourable treatment, special dispensation? Anyway, that legal case has been rumbling on for 2 years, but it seems the Duke of Sussex has been given this rather unexpected lifeline by Donald Trump, who, despite having previously said if he was to be re-elected, he would not protect Prince Harry because he had behaved badly. He had betrayed the Queen, he said. But it seems he's done this about turn because in an interview this weekend with the New York Post, Trump, when asked if he'd intervene in Harry's case, had this to say. He said, "I don't want to do that. I'll leave him alone. He's got enough problems with his wife. She's terrible." So, look, the comments might help Harry's legal case, but clearly Trump couldn't resist the opportunity to once again attack Meghan Markle. It's not the first time. They've got a bit of history here. He's aired these sorts of derogatory views before, once brandishing her nasty and more recently saying, "I'm not a fan of hers." You know, the Sussexes will have no love lost with this situation. They don't get overtly political, that they won't speak out really, but we know Meghan once called Trump misogynistic. That was before she married Harry. And like I say, they haven't expressed a direct political persuasion, but Meghan did speak very positively about Kamala Harris when it was announced she would be Joe Biden's running mate back in 2020. The Sussexes are in this very strange position where they're different from the rest of the royal family because they're not working royals who would never get involved in anything political. That said, though, Harry took to the stage in front of thousands of people at the Invictus Games and used the opportunity in his opening speech to make what many are saying was a particularly barbed jibe at Donald Trump. Let's have a whole listen to what he said.
At this moment, when there is no shortage of crises, no absence of uncertainty, no lack of weak moral character in the world, the values you embody, the way you carry yourselves, not only at the Invictus Games, but each and every day, your courage, your resilience, your humanity, illuminate a path forward for us all, and for that, we thank you.
We'll never know how much of that was in the original speech. His comments came just hours after Trump had made his comments to that newspaper. Weak moral character, though, were Harry's exact words. Look, Invictus is one of these events that many people respect and hold Harry in high regard for because it's seen as a real success story. It's, of course, where Meghan and Harry first put on their first public display in Canada again in 2017. As for Trump, look, it's clear he's not going to deport Harry. He's a big fan of the British royal family, and maybe he's sensing there could be some kind of state visit in the offing. Who knows?